Well, what had happened is I was originally an athletic director at a university in Virginia, and we were a small university and we were playing much bigger schools, and our athletes were getting hurt, and we had physical trainers and physical therapy inside our own university athletic department, but in some cases the athletes weren't getting better fast enough, and so I was looking for something that would be a little bit better in treating our injuries and decreasing the time that our athletes were out of participation. And I had neuropathy in my feet, and so we were looking around, and a clinic owner back in Minnesota invited us up to her clinic and let us stay in her home for about 10 days. She says, "I'm going to treat you, and I think you're going to find out the beauty of this equipment." And so while I was treated there over the period of 10 days, received a couple of treatments a day, my neuropathy was completely gone from my feet. And since then I found out that after doing enough research on the equipment and those kind of things, I found out that athletes that have sprained ankles, what would normally take 3 weeks, we think we can get them better in 4 or 5 days.
Well, most people who know me know that back pain has been a big part of my life for about 20 years. I found out about this microcurrent therapy and decided it couldn't make it any worse, so I thought I would try it. And after session 6 of about 12 sessions, I came home and noticed I was reaching into the deep freezer, and I would brace myself for what I was used to experiencing. I'd put my knees together and lift kind of things with my legs, or if I was reaching into the dishwasher or pulling clothes out of the dryer, and the pain wasn't there. And that was amazing. 20 years of back pain, and it was gone.
My feet, my neuropathy is probably the most consistent problem. I have had back surgery and both knees replaced, but I think the pain across the top of my right toes, particularly in the evening, and when I would lie down, and sometimes before I started the treatments, I could not go to sleep without putting ice packs on. I noticed after they treated my feet and I got off the table, my legs and knees felt lighter and almost felt like I could run. And I can't run with these two things. I can't run and head the sheep off. And after those treatments, extensive treatments on the feet and legs, there was a lightness and a youthful feeling about the legs.
You know, I have to say that I was really skeptical, but seeing as many people as we have and being able to say that we have been able to help every single one, that's pretty amazing to me.
So I first came into the clinic because I had a bad hamstring problem. I pulled it during track about 4 months before I came in, and it's been bugging me ever since. As soon as I finished my treatment, within a couple of days after my second treatment, I had full range of motion back, full strength, and I could finish off that sprint at the last 10 yards.
I was having pain here in my shoulder, an insert of some muscle, I'm not sure which one, and it had made it so bad that I couldn't really work out very well. And so that was the first thing they treated, and it took several treatments, but that pain is gone. I don't feel it at all when I work out now.
I was very excited about getting my own mother in here for treatment. She's been to several physicians, and she's been through several testing processes to try to evaluate what has been the main source in triggering her pain. In and out of the hospital several times, so it's very close to my heart to be able to get somebody like that in here for treatment and see such great success for her as well.
My dad does a lot of really heavy lifting in his job, so his shoulders are both, I would say, he can barely lift just above his chest, and he's just dealt with that for probably the last couple years. He only had 3 treatments, and by the 3rd treatment he was able to fully rotate his arm, and he could put it behind his back, which he couldn't do before, and he felt relief. He came in with a pain scale, being on the pain scale at about a 6 or 7, and he left feeling about a 1.
I have several aches and pains, but one of my problems was my left arm. I had a lot of pain in my left arm, and I could not lift my grandchildren, and so I sought some treatment that completely relieved the pain in my left arm.
The first time, I really didn't know what to expect, and it was kind of like going from your top of your head down to your feet and kind of, I guess, finding out exactly what your body is actually doing. The therapy went great. In fact, I was kind of sad that the hour had passed so quickly. And my first reaction was, I can feel carpet between my toes. I can feel the plushness of the carpet right there tickling my toes, and that I have not felt for I don't know how long. I mean, I probably couldn't even tell you that carpet felt that way.